Hello, I'm Ali Lord and I'm a welfare rights worker at CPAG in Scotland. So these are quite difficult times for very many people at the moment, and some people are dealing with a reduction in their earnings, or some people are losing their jobs altogether, unfortunately. You may never have made a claim for benefit before, or it may have been years since you were last out of work. This video looks at universal credit, who can claim it, and importantly, the timing of your universal credit claim if you receive money paid after you finish work. I should say from the beginning that you may be entitled to other benefits such as job seekers allowance or employment and support allowance if you've been working for at least a couple of years and you can't claim universal credit. For more information, please contact your local advice agency. Firstly though, a warning. Some people should seek advice before making a claim for universal credit. If you have an existing award of any of what are called the legacy benefits, for example, income support, JSA, ESA or housing benefits and tax credits especially, you might look as if you're going to be better off on universal credit, but some people will be much worse off and so should definitely seek advice if you are claiming any of those benefits and you want to make a claim for universal credit. So, who can claim universal credit? One of the conditions is that you have less than £16,000 in savings, that you have a low or no income, and it's you and your partner's income that counts in this. You have to be resident in the UK and have a right to reside in the UK as well. And usually you have to be aged between 18 and 66, that is working age in DWP terms, and not be a full-time student. There are exceptions to these last 2 points. For example, if you are age 16 or 17 and have to live away from home, you may be able to claim. Or, for example, if you're a full-time student and you have a child that you look after. How much universal credit you get depends on two things, broadly speaking: your family circumstances and the amount of money that you have coming in. You'll get amounts of universal credit added for each of the following. You'll get a standard allowance for you and your partner. You'll get money for your children and possibly an amount for childcare as well, and maybe an amount if you have a disabled child. You can claim for help with your rent. You may get extra help if you're unable to work due to ill health or disability. And if you care for somebody who is severely disabled, that is that they have a disability benefit and payment, then you may get an extra amount for being a carer as well. Your total amount of universal credit is reduced by other money that you have coming in. For example, if you have earnings or are claiming some other benefits. But first, I want to explain a little bit about how you claim universal credit. I think a lot of people will know that it's an online claim. You can claim by phone if you need to, but most people will do the claim online. And the date that you hit submit on the online claim is the date of the start of your assessment period. So an assessment period lasts for 1 calendar month, and any money that you receive within that assessment period will affect the amount of universal credit that you get at the end of the month. So why is the timing of your claim important? Well, if you claim before your final wages from work have been paid into your account, then those wages can affect the amount of universal credit you get for that month, possibly wiping out the entire award. And if you've received a large lump sum as pay in lieu of notice or something like that, then it could affect your ongoing award as well. Redundancy payments shouldn't have the same effect as they're treated as capital, not earnings. Although, if your redundancy pay takes your savings up to or over £6,000, then that too can have an effect on the amount of universal credit you get. As I said at the beginning of this video, if you have savings of over £16,000, then you're not entitled to universal credit at all. So, if you know that you're going to receive any payments such as wages or salary or pay in lieu of notice, or maybe some backdated holiday pay or sick pay or maternity pay that's going to be paid as a lump sum, you may be better off waiting until you've received these before claiming universal credit. Of course, please get further advice before claiming universal credit if you think you're going to be affected by any of the issues raised in this video. You can find more information at the CPAG website. Thank you.